In the heart of bustling cities and the quiet corners of forgotten towns, structures stand as silent sentinels of a bygone era. These are the abandoned hospitals of America, once havens of healing, now decaying monuments to memories best left undisturbed. Imagine walking through deserted corridors where the air is thick with the scent of mildew and memories. Flickering lights cast shadows that dance on peeling walls, and every creak of the floorboards echoes like a whisper from the past. These places, shrouded in mystery and tales of the supernatural, beckon the curious and the brave. But beware, for not all stories have happy endings. Some say the spirits of patients and staff still linger, trapped between worlds, their stories etched into the very fabric of these buildings. Tonight, we delve into the chilling tales and eerie legends that surround America's most infamous abandoned hospitals. From the infamous Waverly Hills Sanatorium to the haunting halls of Danvers State Hospital, join us as we uncover the secrets that lie within. Part 1: The History of Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Perched atop a hill in Louisville, Kentucky, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium stands as a testament to a time when tuberculosis ravaged the nation. Built in 1910, this Gothic-style structure was designed to house patients suffering from the White Plague. At its peak, Waverly Hills accommodated over 400 patients, with treatments ranging from rest and fresh air to more experimental procedures. However, the high mortality rate led to the construction of the infamous body chute, a tunnel used to discreetly transport the deceased away from the living quarters. This 500-foot passageway has since become a focal point for tales of paranormal activity. After the development of antibiotics, Waverly Hills closed its doors in 1961. Over the years, it has served various purposes, including a geriatric facility and a failed religious monument. Today, it stands abandoned, drawing thrill seekers and ghost hunters from around. Part 2: Strange Events and Urban Legends. Waverly Hills is not just known for its history but also for the myriad of legends that have emerged over the years. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported unexplained phenomena, from shadowy figures to disembodied voices. One of the most enduring tales is that of Room 502, where a nurse allegedly took her own life. Since then, many have claimed to see her apparition, often accompanied by a sense of overwhelming sadness. Another legend speaks of Timmy, the spirit of a young boy who roams the halls, playing with a ball. Guests have reported hearing the sound of a ball bouncing and even witnessing it roll across the floor on its own. The body chute, too, is said to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Some have described hearing whispers and feeling an unseen presence while traversing the tunnel. While skeptics may dismiss these accounts, the sheer volume of reports suggests that Waverly Hills holds secrets yet to be fully understood. Part 3: Explorers who dared to enter. Over the years, numerous individuals have ventured into Waverly Hills, seeking to uncover its mysteries. Urban explorers, armed with flashlights and cameras, have documented their experiences, often capturing eerie images and unexplained sounds. One such explorer recounted entering the sanatorium on a foggy night. As he navigated the dark corridors, he felt a sudden drop in temperature and heard faint whispers, despite being alone. Upon reviewing his footage, he noticed a shadowy figure standing at the end of a hallway, vanishing when approached. Another group reported hearing footsteps above them, even though the floor above had collapsed years prior. Their EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recordings captured voices saying, "Leave now," and "Help me." These accounts, among many others, have solidified Waverly Hill's reputation as one of America's most haunted locations. Part 4: Similar abandoned places in the U.S. While Waverly Hills is perhaps the most renowned, it's not the only abandoned hospital with a haunted reputation. Across the United States, numerous facilities share similar tales of tragedy and the supernatural. Danvers State Hospital, Massachusetts, often cited as the inspiration for H.P. Lovecraft's Arkham Sanitarium. Danvers was built in 1878 and closed in 1992. Its Gothic architecture and history of controversial treatments have made it a focal point for ghost stories and urban legends. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, West Virginia. Constructed in the mid-1800s, this facility was designed to house 250 patients but eventually held over 2,400. Reports of apparitions, unexplained noises, and other paranormal activities have made it a popular destination for ghost hunters. Penhurst State School and Hospital, Pennsylvania, opened in 1908. Penhurst was intended to care for individuals with intellectual disabilities. However, reports of abuse and neglect led to its closure in 1987. Today, it's known for its haunted attractions and numerous ghost sightings. These institutions, among others, serve as reminders of a time when mental health was misunderstood, and the line between care and cruelty was often blurred. Part 5: Why these places are deeply disturbing. What is it about abandoned hospitals that captivates and terrifies us? Perhaps it's the juxtaposition of a place meant for healing now lying in decay. Or the stories of suffering and loss that permeate the walls. These institutions were often the sites of experimental treatments, isolation, and, in some cases, outright abuse. Patients, many of whom were marginalized by society, endured unimaginable hardships. The residual energy from these events is believed by some to linger, manifesting as paranormal activity. Even skeptics can't deny the unsettling atmosphere that pervades these locations. Moreover, the architecture itself, long corridors, barred windows, and crumbling facades, evokes a sense of dread. It's as if the buildings themselves mourn their past. In exploring these places, we're forced to confront uncomfortable truths about our history and how we treat the vulnerable. It's a sobering reminder that horror isn't always fictional. Final warning: as we've journeyed through the haunted halls of America's abandoned hospitals, one thing becomes clear: these are not just buildings, they're repositories of human experience, both noble and tragic. While the allure of the supernatural draws many to these sites, it's essential to approach them with respect and caution. Trespassing is illegal, and many of these structures are unstable, posing physical dangers. Moreover, remember that these places were once filled with people seeking care and solace. Their stories deserve to be told with dignity. If you choose to explore, do so responsibly. Better yet, support preservation efforts and guided tours that aim to educate the public about these important historical sites. In the end, the true horror lies not in ghosts or legends but in forgetting the lessons of the past. Let us remember, reflect, and ensure that history does not repeat itself.